Uh, Hey y'all. So it is almost end of the year. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and so um, it's time to clean up um, some of our outbound Spark PRs that have just been kind of sitting for a little bit. Now we're only going to do this for the ones where like the conversation is resolved because while open source people do tend to work through the holidays, it's not a great thing. And so we shouldn't really assume that like, no comments means everything's done. So we'll look at the last sort of state of the comments on these PRs before we merge them. Um, and there might be some things for us to address because frankly, I also took a little bit of time off. And I hope everyone got a chance to. I'm gonna start my treadmill. Yeah, okay. Party on, right? So let's go. Here, we're gonna go switch to our friend terminal view. Terminal view. We're gonna go just find I think it's 3 PRs that I've got up. Probably. Okay, so this one, passing. Where did the comments leave off? Okay, we fixed that. This one I think is it's open-ish. So essentially the question is like, this doesn't make sense to me. Shall we sort by map size and then name? And my answer is like, we could do that, but essentially, because we don't know how expensive the different components are, sorting by the number of components really doesn't make a lot of sense. It is, it's not entirely like crazy pants, right? But it's like, you know, one of them could be a regex, another one could be a Java call, and the other one could be an equality check. So sorting by the number really is just going to give us like a false sort of sense of ordering. So I don't think it makes sense to try and sort by that because we don't have a good cost mechanism. The reason why we don't have a good cost mechanism is Cloudpan didn't want a cost mechanism. So, okay, now here we go. Let's see here. A different way to look at this. Oh yes, here we go. And this is true. This is an option, right? We could break every project that we find into like a series of projects and then insert the filters at the minimal stages. I don't think that's a good idea for essentially it'll cause the query plan to explode in terms of size. And as Clefham pointed out earlier, this doesn't work super great because Xbox is very much in the way. So, okay. The room that I'm working in is a little bit busy. I think would be probably not a overstatement. Certainly, possibly an understatement. Damn it. And I've got this other machine over here that looks like it's trying to boot, but it's not. It's not having a good time. Okay. Well, those things happen. Here, okay, and we'll deal with that later. No. Okay. So it does pass, and it has been a week. However, it's been a week with a fair amount of holidays, so we're probably not going to merge this one. Just because, it would be we would want to give him some time to sort of respond to my changes and comments and see what he thinks. And if he likes it, then that's cool. Okay, this one I was really hoping was going to be passing because this is the one I was thinking about merging. Because the last comments that we got on this were from like, I want to say, yeah, November. But it looks like it's failing. Is it failing on something that matters? Yeah, it's quite possibly. Damn it. I thought we fixed it, but maybe we didn't, and then we don't get to merge it. Okay. Oh, Block TTL integration suite is still failing, but it passes locally, I think. Let's go ahead and find out. Oh, no, I want, oh, sorry. Shift-T, okay. Okay, hit that master, hit, ooh, okay. Oh, we've got this, okay. Okay, get, okay, and actually, so we shouldn't have merged those anyways, because I had some local changes. I didn't push them onto CI yet, or anyone had a chance to. Yeah, make sure leave as is code path is exercise. Okay. Cool. Other thing we'll do, just because it's been a while, is we're gonna go check out master, git pull Apache GitHub master. Been a hot minute. And then same thing we're going to do for the other PR that we've got over here. My personal guess is that did I forget to put milk in my coffee? Dear. A little bit of milk in my coffee, especially when it's a little raw. Yeah, we're this at 7 a.m. So, okay. Now let's go ahead and build SPT. Clean. Compile. And then let's just run all of core for test. Oh, that's not actually right. For test. There we go. Okay. Did I use any AI? Seems about right. Oh my god. Oh, my friend's book, If Beaver Bites Eagle, has apparently just been published. If Beaver Bites Eagle, so I need to buy a copy. Although interestingly, yeah, okay, I can't find it on Amazon.com, maybe. Yep. Okay. That's not. But here's that. Has been. I can probably use that on. Find it. I'm guessing. Oh man, $40. Okay, well. Oh, ooh, yeah, paperback. What's up? And then I can get her to sign it. Um, Party. Okay. Random detour. Was yeah. Canada and America haven't always been friends. One could argue that we're not doing so great at that right now either. Unfortunately. Dude, certainly not as bad as we were in the. Okay. What am I doing here? Okay, yeah. So that's running the full test suite. It's going to take a hot minute. Oh, right. Okay. And then the other thing that we were going to do is go look at sort of the SPIP comment discussion and then see about updating um, updating yeah. So here we go. Split the push down argument. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's true for every rule in optimizer.scala. You could add a log debug, a debug level, debug log level, but I worry our logs are already so busy at that level. It might not be actually useful. Explain would probably it might not actually be useful, but we could put it in for sure. Oh yeah. So it's going to start only supporting small number of cases and then work its way up. It's, in my mind, something where folks should be excited when it works and their code goes faster. It's faster unexpectedly, but when it doesn't, things behave as today. But yeah, okay. Some inline responses. It's true for every rule in optimizer.scala that I've looked at. We could add it for, yeah. We could add it for people who are registering explicit UDFs. Explicit UDFs. Default off. But even for join hints, when the optimizer overrules them, we don't throw an error. We just, it just shows up in the log statement. Okay, some inline responses. Cute. True for every rule in optimizer. Start by supporting. Where's it up? All right. Behave as they do today. Okay, so we're gonna hit send. The other comments here is worried about coverage, is 100% same behavior a goal. So like that's a thing that we should definitely add into the design doc. We don't aim for bug for bug or error message level compatibility. Type promotion, equivalent type promotion, equivalent type promotion should work, e.g. SQL and Python have different roles for type promotion. You should follow, you should be more Python-like. We can capture, we can verify a lot of this with hypothesis. With property-based testing. Let's go ahead. Move that down a little bit. Use property-based testing for transpiled PDFs. The range of possible inputs, we are equivalent enough. We are equivalent enough. Okay. Midterm. We are property-based tests indicate equivalence with transpiled code, excluding error conditions. E.g., if Python error is X and transpiled error is Y, but both indicate error to user. That's if Python error is y, is x on a null input, and transpiler is y on a null input, but both indicate error, that's acceptable. That is acceptable. Cool. Indicates that would be treated as a okay. Let's see here. What other comments do we have? Okay, Andrew asked to leave comments in the doc. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah. Yes, indeed. Ideally, yeah. Here we go. This is my like more or less. Yeah, people are still gonna write UDX. Like we could get them to all write. Spark data frame stuff, but that's not happening. So that's why this entire project makes sense. Okay, so let's go future success. Increase number of Python UDFs are transpiled over time. Simple library usage is transpiled, e.g. have SQL equivalents, and initially we would not transpile them, but we may in the future. Let's go with catalyst equivalents. Some NumPy, not transpile UDFs with them. Some NumPy, SciPy, NLTK. Cool. I think we captured that. What else? Here we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, so open question around yeah. Vectorized UDFs. Or error message. Yes. Where should we mention our thoughts around pandas on Spark? Okay. We should transpile simple arrow-enabled UDFs. Arrow-enabled. Yeah. Arrow-enabled UDFs. What this? Yeah. Okay. Let's initial launch, possible future chance for success. This would also unlock some of the vectorized UDF. Cool. So that's there, I think. Okay, so I want to put under what are we not going to do. We don't aim to compile to transpile all UDFs, and as such, don't aim to transpile all UDFs, only the ones where relatively simple and we can achieve high degree of confidence that the transpilation is compatible. So where can we talk about I guess possible future user to indicate that a UDF should be transpiled. Should be transpiled, similar to our broadcast joint. And log when users hinted possible future, not really checks for success. And let's go move this down here. We'll put this over here. Possible future future work. Possible future work. Okay, I think that's to log. Personally, I think throwing an exception is a bad idea. I think that's but I mean, yeah, okay. Let's go take a look at our test. Ooh, this failed. Okay, oh, but it's the jar one. I don't really expect that to work. Okay, let's go ahead and core test only. Go back here. Nope, not .cm. That's going to be some spam. Yeah, this is the one. And the one that failed. So block manager suite. Whoop. Let's run everything in org Apache Spark storage. see how this pans out. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. What else have we got? So that'll take a minute to run. What other comments are there? And so this is an important one. Like the goal is not to be bug for bug compatible, but let's go for overflow. What do we want to do for overflow? That's a good question with overflow. So let's take a look. Python integer overflow. Yeah. Spark integer overflow. Long type. Yeah. Okay. To match Python 3 bug or error. Dispute none/null handling should be equivalent. None/null handling equivalent. Dispute should be functionally close to their raw representation. e.g. Oh, you're right back. Got it. No, not good. The professor did good. Okay. Great news. The professor's back. He did well at the dog park. Everything's fantastic. So, oh, we have a comment. No, I don't think we need an empty header. Trans probably just be close to their original e.g. Type promotion rules could be more in line with type promotion rules. Null / none handling should be more in line with the source language. Yeah. Should be function. Should be this seems accurate. For example, trans files, PDF may raise and bug for bug. I think that's fair. Okay, I think this seems reasonably accurate. I do want to like call out we don't, since we are taking an incremental approach, we don't initially plan to notify users when transpilation does not occur. Transpilation should not fail hard. Section, and instead fall back gracefully. Yeah, the people that want us to throw an exception, I think it's just unrealistic. We're not going to have 100% coverage or even like 50%. Currently, user-defined functions are black boxes, which Spark is Cannot optimize, fine. That seems like an improvement. And only are also okay, and plug into Spark to figure out if they can execute a UDF. Scala. Java. Consider UDFs. Let's initial Python launch. Possible VM UDF transpilation selected. 6 to 8 months. Same as above, but with Java. We'll produce a report on the differences prior to merging. Okay. All transpilation. All PRs introducing a new transpilation rule will include a evaluation of error cases which differ from the property base. We can put this in midterm, I guess. Cool. I think that's reasonably updated, right? Like that's pretty clear. Since property-based testing can be slow, as it covers, as it tests a wide range of inputs, we'll introduce the property-based tests as a separate suite with short circuits when there is no changes to the transpilation button. I think that sounds fair. We'll introduce, yeah. Let's go. We'll introduce new property-based testing. New property-based test suite. And depending on the runtime, we can make it an optional test suite which short circuits when there is no property, when there's no changes to translation logic. But if it's reasonably fast, and new property-based test suite for transpiled PDFs. Okay, you can see my grammar is not great. And we can also see Grammarly is also not great. But it is reasonably fast for me to see. Sure. Okay. What's the suggestion? I don't think we need a header. Maybe I'm missing something. But we'll see. Let's get rid of that. Cool. I think that I like oxalabas and sheep. Okay. I think that's a pretty good description of what we're aiming to do here today. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to hit reply. Okay. I've updated the SPIP a bit with the feedback in this thread. It's verifying the following. Not compatible. Yeah. Error message differences would be acceptable under not in scope. What did we put it under? Put under to clarify that head promotion differences, non/null handling would be in scope. 3 property based testing to ensure 4 the added future work with Sergey and suggestions, including the, what does it include? It includes the brain is not running at 100%. What did we put down here? That was new. Including the way for a user to indicate that a UDF should be transpiled and to log when it's not. And explore simple library usage, e.g. Some NLTK functions have equivalents. Was it Wen Chen who suggested that? Cool. Have equivalent catalysts. Operations. Oh, let's go in scope. Translation should only be used when it does not break pipelining. When it does not break in language pipelining. Around transpilation, optimizer should only use transpilation when it does not break language pipe. A note around only transpiling when it won't break in language pipelining. Around the optimizer, only don't want to ask for this, but as explicitly in scope. Okay. The SPIP doc. In scope. A user should be able to tell when a UDF was transpiled by looking at the final. Okay, cool. I think that's fucking spammers. I block this person. Okay, click on them, and I don't which. And huzzah! Great success. Oh wow, that's an on the count. February 2nd, 2021. Probably got it from someone. Okay. The TLDR is thanks everyone for their suggestions. Cool. Cool. There we go. Awesome. I think that's good. And I'm really stoked because it means people are like actually looking at it over the holidays. Although also mixed feelings because like we should not work so hard. Okay, why the fuck does it pass locally but not in CI? Oh, my friend. That's okay. Block TTL integration suite line 106. Block TTL integration suite 106. Yeehaw. Okay. Are we not giving it enough time? Okay, let's go. We're gonna move this up here. Similarly, val block TTL. Block TTL. Block TTL. Okay. Let's make sure it still passes. Oh, okay. Ah, fuck that. What do I do? Okay. I'm sure this is going to be over 100. Nope. Thank God. Cool. Okay. Clarify, block. Okay. Bump up the block, TTL. Keep testing since CI. Does that make sense, actually? Oh, yeah, let's go take a look. Okay. It's empty. Well, it's empty. It's CI seems to clean up the blocks faster than we can get. We might actually have to go all the way up to 1,000 millis, which honestly, that doesn't seem terrible. Right? That still only take 13 seconds. At 1,000. If it doesn't take longer than like 15 seconds, I think we're good. Oh, I forgot to put on music. My bad. Okay. Happens. Happens. Yeah, at 1,000 it does take like actual wall time, but not that much. So that's fine. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and push it. Okay. Fantastic. So I was hoping to merge this one. I don't think we're gonna get there today. That's unfortunate. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna stream Spark tomorrow, or if it's not a work day, I might just do things that aren't work. But I do really want to merge this PR before the end of the year. So if CI is passing, maybe we'll do something. Time will tell. Time will tell. Okay. Also probably take a while. Okay, so yeah, been about an hour. I think that's probably a good length of time for a almost holiday stream. Thanks, folks, for joining. I will be back tomorrow with another holiday stream, but probably not Spark. Probably more like doing random stuff. Something like that. Time will tell. Time will tell. Okay. On that note, let's call it for the day. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Have a lovely holiday if we don't join tomorrow, and a happy new year.